It's now been just over 3 months since I introduced you to Simon and started building the Lego city of Brickenham. So I thought it was a good time to see how far we've come in just a few months. And stick around to the end of the video, because I'll go over my ideas for the future of the city and where we go from here. Last year we started with some blueprints for the unfinished attic space in my home. And by the end of 2024, we turned it into the finished Lego room you see today. We planned a table layout for the city. And added the first table in March. We then placed our first mock, the Brickenham Hotel. Brickenham Park was soon added to the city. And then the bank and the corner building. The museum. And finally, my latest mock, which was just completed this past week. And here's some overview shots of the city as it stands today. So with nearly all of our first table filled, we need to expand the city. And I wanted to present my ideas for where we will go from here. I think it will be easier to explain the direction of our expansion utilizing the Excel spreadsheet I used to plot out each base plate. In this scale, 4 squares equals a single 32 by 32 base plate. Our original table is 8.5 base plates by 9 base plates in dimension, and the dashed lines represent new tables yet to be built. And here you can see the placement of our first 5 buildings, the park, and both Brickenham Boulevard, Holt Avenue, and the 2 one-way streets connecting them, Broad Street and High Street. The Brickenham River will sit just behind the museum, but it will be a long time before we start expanding in that direction. My idea is to extend Brickenham Boulevard and Holt Avenue up to the edge of the display and have them connected by smaller lanes. The first of these lanes, named King Street, will essentially be the boundary between the modern and older sections of the city. The newer quarter will contain high-rise buildings and feature more modern designs, allowing me to diversify the architectural styles in the city. Brickenham Boulevard will extend into the old quarter as well, but as you can see, the road system is very grid-like to this point, which of course is the nature of Lego, lots of straight lines and 90-degree angles. But I plan to go off the Lego grid, so to speak, by creating some angled roads in this section. And we'll add a city hall building, a residential quarter, a shopping district, and a university area, which will likely also contain a cathedral and a hospital. As for expanding across the Brickenham River, my plans are more vague, but I have it in mind to build an airport in this area. and some sort of hill or mountainous area here. I had also mentioned in my very first video about the bonus niche area here. Ultimately, I hope to build a large soccer or football stadium here. I have some very basic ideas on how to pull this off, but I think it'll be a long time before we get to that point. And finally, we will also eventually be adding a monorail to link the different parts of the city. I still have the original airport shuttle set in working order, and now with the availability of third-party 3D printed track, I'll be able to put together a large monorail network for Brickenham. So look out for updates in the coming weeks and months. I already have some new buildings designed and parts that are on order, so we'll be adding those as fast as we can. The journey to Brickenham is just beginning, and I hope you'll join Simon and me for the ride. This will be a huge undertaking, but after all, to dare is to do. So let me know what you think of our plans in the comments and what you'd like to see in the city. And to see more of Simon in the city of Brickenham, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you missed previous episodes, click on the right to see the Brickenham City playlist.